Well, hello everybody. Hi, how are you? I hope you are doing fantastic and you're having a great day and all the things. So, as you can see from the title, this is a planner lineup check-in. So, I see a lot of us post our planner lineups and like our Frankenplanner setups in January or in March, May, July, whenever we start our planners, but then I don't see a lot of discussion about the evolution of those lineups. And I know that I'm not the only one that goes through like changes in my planner lineup and moving things around. So what I wanted to do today was talk about this stack of planners. Some of these started with me in January and are no longer. Some of them are brand new as of a couple of months ago. And they all are living 1 month at a time in my Frankenplanner, which is in here. And I wanted to kind of walk you through my current Frankenplanner setup. It's very similar to what I had before, but I feel like when I was first planning and watching these videos, I was hunting for like, okay, well, you started here, but like, where did you end up with your planning? So I want to show you throughout this entire year what the evolution of my plans looks like and how I prep things and do all that and all of that good stuff. Oh my goodness. And if you hear me breathing kind of weird, I'm not sick. I don't have any viruses that are out there. I don't want to get demonetized by saying words that YouTube doesn't like. But anyway, I'm not sick. I pulled a muscle. Oh my gosh, I feel like I hurt my back like once a month. But I pulled a muscle like on the back side of my shoulder. And that muscle like wraps around my ribs too. And so every time I take a deep breath, it's kind of like startling. So I have my like electrode massager. It's called the TENS unit. If anyone's interested in picking one up, I just picked mine up on Amazon. I'll link it down below. You can check it out, pick it up, whatever you want. But I have that on and then some arnica gel and oh my gosh, I'm falling apart, y'all. I'm falling apart. Okay, so let's put the Frankenplanner aside. I will circle back to the Frankenplanner at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you are also a Frankenplanner. Oh, and I also need to grab out, oh my gosh, this video is a mess, you guys. I need to grab out this extension pack that I'm using so that I can show you that as well, but that goes in here too. Okay, so now we are set and ready to go. So I'll take you through these planners one by one and I'll talk about whether they were with me, what I'm using them for, and if they are still in my lineup. So we'll scoot the stack to the side. And again, most of these live in my Frankenplanner except for this one for obvious reasons, because I mean, you could put mini sheets in your Frankenplanner. I have seen lots of people do that, but I do not do that. So this was originally it's the mini Miss Maker. So I'll link that down below from Happy Planner's website if they still have it, or Joann's or Michael's or somewhere. Anyway, so I will link this down below, but it is the Miss Maker mini dashboard, super neutral. And if you are somebody who watches my videos, you know that I saw this planner from afar in a shopping vlog and fell in love immediately. For whatever reason, I felt like I needed to have a mini in my life again. And I am kind of dual planning, like I'm basically putting the things that are in my main planner, a lot of them in here, but it really does serve a good purpose for notes as well and a good reference for my schedule and that kind of thing. So I do like having this and it is a good resource for me. So this is still currently in my lineup and it is still like something I take around the house with me. This is the planner that, you know, if for whatever reason my children got a hold of it and it got demolished, I would not be in tears. If they got if they grabbed my Classic or my whole Frankenplanner over there, I would be crushed. Let me know if you understand that. The Classic planners are just like my 100% jam. This one is fun. Don't get me wrong. I love this and I love playing around with the mini size. I love seeing your comments when I can't quite figure out where to put a sticker and you guys are like, turn it this way or flip the sticker that way. I love that. So I love getting more like creative inspiration from being in here. But this planner is in my lineup and it is basically a purse planner. And so what I do is, I'll show you, well, my spreads are not super full, so they're kind of sparse. Like I said, I like to decorate in here, but I write as much as I can, but most of my plans are written in my Classic. So I basically just put 3 little dots on each day, and that's like a list for each day or like a quick note if I need to write something down and that kind of thing. And then I do have a to-do list over here, and then sometimes I'll make like a long checklist on that side or make it a decorative space, kind of however I'm feeling. I don't really have a good idea of how I'm using this, but really it's just like a notes planner. Like I'm really just chicken scratching it up in here. So this planner is still in my lineup, and as of February 2022, because today when this releases is February 1st. So mini planner is still in the lineup. Classic Spoonful of Faith planner is also still in my lineup. This planner, I have never been in a planner in January, and by February still been obsessed with that planner. I do think about sometimes like I miss having seasonal dividers. Like that would be the only thing that would make like this planner perfect for me. But I also really love seeing the art from Spoonful of Faith every month. Having a neutral dashboard layout has been a whole game changer for me, and even a neutral monthly, like it has been just an entire game changer. I don't think I've written as much in my planner as this since, oh my gosh, one of the first planners that I ever got. I think it was my 3rd planner. So that would have been 2017. It was like the very first doodly seasonal planner. I can't remember the name of it, but it had all the doodles throughout, and it had like a light blue cover, and it was a neutral vertical. And it had black plastic discs on it. That was like the first planner that had black discs. But anyway, I haven't written this much in my planner since I had that planner. Like I have still tried to keep up with it, but since then I just haven't like felt motivated. I've been like off and on my channel for all of these years and all of that stuff, but like I feel so inspired to post and to write, and I don't know, just I think it's having this neutral dashboard layout. If they take this away from me, I may be really sad. So I hope that next year they have another neutral dashboard layout. If there's an 18-month, I'm gonna snag it because I want to have something to go at least somewhat into 2023. I'm really liking this planner and it's amazing. I've already got it into my Frankenplanner, which you'll see, but this planner is also still in my lineup. So we still have 2 planners in the lineup. Okay, budget planner is still in my lineup, and I'm not gonna, again, this is such a tease. I'm a little bit of a tease right now, but I'm not gonna open this one up because in I think 2 videos, so next video will be a shopping vlog, and then the video after that will be my January recap for my budget. So I want to save all of my numbers and everything for that video and have a discussion there. But just know that this planner is going strong, even if it's painful for me to look at it sometimes. So that is growth also in that area, because if my budget planner was ever painful for me to look at in the past, I quit. 100%. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I quit. I'm just going to spend all the money. I don't need to track this. I don't need to manage my subscriptions and nothing. And now I am. I'm hoping that starting in February, I will actually have money ready to go into my savings, which will be awesome. And I'm already planning for, you know, different ways to allocate my tax refund and all of that good stuff. So this budget planner is helping me grow by leaps and bounds, and that is also still in my lineup. So that is 3. This one, and I talked about this in an earlier video, this one has no longer made the cut. And the reason for that is because you'll see in my Frankenplanner, I'm using the home extension pack, and there are meal planning sheets in there that are very simple, and I just don't do enough meal planning. Maybe I don't have enough people in my house. I don't know. Maybe I'm just very simple when I cook, but this is not in my lineup anymore because it was just overkill. Some people love this planner, and I think the layout is super functional, and I wanted to love it. I wanted to be, yes, I am a monthly meal planner. Yes, this is going to be what I use to write down my meals, but it just wasn't. I didn't need that whole overview. I didn't need to be planning breakfast, lunch, and dinner because we don't really eat that food like that. That sounds so weird. But during the day, my kids are like little birds. Like they just pick it, like whatever is around. They'll grab an apple, they'll grab a banana, they'll grab whatever else, maybe some chips or something. They don't really ever sit down and eat a meal, which don't get me started on that. That's a battle I'm not willing to fight right now. But anyway, and then for dinner, that's like the meal that I cook and that like they have input in and stuff. So I really only need to plan out my dinners. and then make sure that I have low carb food in the house for me. So it's pretty simple, and I just thought this was overkill. It's a beautiful planner. It's a beautiful design. It just didn't really work for me. So this one is no longer. Okay, so we are still at 3 planners and we're about to add a 4th. So this is my work planner / teacher planner and all of that stuff. So if you are a new person to my channel, my name is Caitlin, by the way. Hey, welcome. I am a virtual school, middle school teacher, and this is what I use to plan my day and plan lessons and stuff. And basically what I have done is I have taken this Girl with Goals extension pack, and this is like one of the only options for hourly. And because I am a virtual teacher, I have a lot of appointments with students and families. I don't teach in a classroom all day long. So I teach like in 1 hour chunks, and then I have one-on-one time with students, or I have meetings with other staff. So making my day hourly and sectioned out in that way works really well for me. It also coordinates really well with the Google Calendar that we use at my work. So it works really nicely to have this hourly, and this is just like, this is empty guts, but I just wanted to show you that. And then what I did also, just because I'm a little extra, I went ahead and I do have this Frankenplanned also into my Frankenplanner. I had it separate for a long time, but I felt like grabbing for 2 planners was just too much for me. Like I could not handle it. And so what I did is I Frankenplanned it all together, but I went ahead and I grabbed the dividers from the seasonal vertical floral planner. I don't remember what it's called. I have already forgotten the name. Oh man, maybe I should sleep more. Anyway, so I grabbed the dividers from that, and then I don't use the monthly because the monthly overview virtually works really well for me. Really all I need to see are lists like this, like blank list, not blank, but I need to see lists like this in my planner. And then I need to see my weekly. So I just need to see things laid out in an hourly format on the weeks. So that's what I need to see in my teacher planner. And then of course I have other things like notes and that kind of thing that I can't show you. Student confidentiality, of course. I do put in meetings that I have with students, but I never write a name in here because, again, that's information you can't share, of course. Like right here, I wrote that I have a student check-in, but I just put ST check-in, and that just stands for student. And then what I do typically is I'll put a half sheet in here with that student's name at the top, and then I'll like take notes during that meeting, and then I transfer those into our online system. And then I also save those notes either in here or in a Skinny Classic, something like that. So yes, this planner is still going strong. She's still in my lineup, and I am still using this planner to plan my days at work and all of that good stuff. So that is 4 planners in my lineup now. Okay, and another one that has not made the cut as much. Again, I wanted to love this. I really did. But I feel like I bought this planner kind of in the heat of the moment without thinking it through, and let that be a lesson. Don't get overexcited and don't get like wrapped up in the hype of releases. I love a release. You guys know I like to blackout shop, and I love to shop, and I love to buy planner supplies. You guys know that about me, but I think sometimes I don't make the best decisions. And I think even before the release, even if I made a list of like pros and cons of like, how am I actually going to use this planner before I buy it? Like, even if I just take that little step back, I think it would help me to make a better decision. So this planner I liked, and I like this part, but my other planner that I'm gonna be using in its place has that also. And the first week I did really well with it, but I felt like as I was getting into the second week, it was feeling a bit forced, and I didn't love it. It didn't feel like a good fit for me. I almost feel like I was having too many dashboard planners. Gasp, is there such a thing as too many dashboard planners? But this one just didn't work for me, and so it has gone by the wayside. The recovery planner is not in the lineup anymore. So we're still hanging at 4 planners. And then the planner that I have now added to my lineup is the wellness planner. And I've talked about this a little bit, but I added this because it's so neutral. Like, this is the January tab. Of course, I didn't use it because I wasn't in it, but it's so neutral, and it's the same font and text and everything as my other planners, which is awesome. So everything kind of flows and matches. And then just just this overall layout is just so neutral. The other recovery planner had some things on it, like it had some decor on it, and I couldn't do it. I need more of a neutral landscape inside of my planner to both be creative and functional. So I'm trying the wellness planner. I also really have missed having these like guided journaling topics. I felt like sometimes when I was journaling in my recovery layout, it was a little bit forced. Like I didn't really know what I was journaling about, which for some people works really well, but for other people it does not. And for me, it did not. Okay, and then I do have one more planner. Well, kind of, I have a journal also. I'm using that yellow, I think it's just like a regular journal in my Frankenplanner. So now let's go ahead and take a look at my Frankenplanner. You guys did do a setup with me. If you are new here, you did not, so make sure you check that out. But we did set this up together, but I did just want to do like an informal, formal walkthrough of it with you. So I am still using my these pages here, you know, using all of these. And then I have my monthly. This is what I refer to as like my catch-all planner. So it catches all of my life basically before I section it out into other things. So the dashboard planner is still in there. I also have just some hourly sheets and goal setting sheets here in the back in case I need them. Again, super neutral, like that. You can tell that that is my jam. And then these are the goal setting sheets, which are neutral enough. They can work. Basically, that's just pen to paper. And then this is still continued into my catch-all section. I have a chores section. So this I have been working through. I just keep one of these pages in here every 2 months, and then I'll change it out. And then this is the meal planning sheet that I use that I've been really liking. And again, super simple. You have 3 lines here, so you could put all 3 meals, but I do not do that. I just put dinner. And then it's also nice to have a handwritten grocery list. Even though the majority of our groceries we buy over on Instacart, it's nice to have this here so that I can just reference it and quickly add things to the cart, and I'm not like shopping for a long time. I also have my recipe sheets in here. So I've been planning out some recipes to work on completing my recipe planner, which is always a challenge. And then I have my budget planner in here all set up and ready to go for February. And that is still considered into my catch-all section. And then I have a projects tab in here for any home projects. So this is all like my life planner, my home planner, that good stuff. And then the next section I have in here is my teacher planner. So I have, again, that beautiful floral planner that is stuck together with that hourly planner as well. So that is all in here, and it's so cool that it's undated. So if there is a week that I just need to virtually plan or digitally plan at work, I can definitely do that. I don't have to necessarily be tied to planning in here. Sometimes that works well for me and sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time paper planning is actually my preference, but sometimes it's just so busy all I'm doing is looking at a screen. So that is the next section. So that's my work planner. And then I changed out the tab in my social media planner. So it used to be a little bit different. This came out of one of the guided journals recently, and this says positive thinking, positive outcomes. And I just love this lettering and this just soft, pretty tab. I just really like it. And really all that I have in my social media section, because anything that I plan for social media actually goes over on like my catch-all pages, but I just have like social media tracking sheets in here, which I use sometimes. I don't use them all the time. And then content planner. So when I'm planning out content, I will sometimes use this like to jot down ideas and that kind of thing. So that is in there. And these content planning sheets, these came from Fancy Plans Co. And I will try to link them down below. I used to have a discount code. I'm not sure if it's still active or not, but I'll leave it down below and you can try it and let me know if it is. And then in my next section, this is wellness. And this actually is the page from Spoonful of Faith, but I switched them around because I liked that more neutral one up front. But again, that's the cool thing about your planners all kind of mixing and matching. Like that really works really well for Frankenplanning. And then again, I'm using the wellness layout and I'm pretty excited about it. I am going to be doing some wellness planning with you guys. So here's a little update if you've gotten this far in the video. On Mondays, those were typically only my mini planning days, but what I'm gonna do is for every Monday, I'm gonna swap it around. Like I'm going to every so often, like one Monday is gonna be a mini. One Monday is going to be a wellness plan. One mini might be like a teacher plan. So I'm going to use that Monday as like my rotation for anything that's not my classic dashboard planner. So we're going to try that and see. I just feel like I don't ever get to share that much of my planning and like my different sections, and I really want to do that. I may throw in a recipe sheet here and there, but I really want to share that with you. And I promise the like at home style vlogs are coming. I just have to have my people either cooperating or gone for long enough that I can film something like that in the main living area. Those are coming, and I do still want to do those, like a declutter using the home extension pack and that kind of thing, because again, I see people like flip through them but not actually show how they use them in their real life. So that is coming. In here I still of course have my doodle sheet. I haven't really gone anywhere, so I haven't been doing any doodles. And then my reading list. My gosh, hopefully I will be getting back into reading, but I just feel like I'm so busy with everything else in my life that reading just falls by the wayside, but I need to make time for it. And then this is a journal, a few journaling pages from that yellow guided journal, the one that says Hello Happy on the front. And I'm so excited to use this. So yes, that is my Frankenplanning setup as well as my planner lineup update. So I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed being here with you. If you are new here, hello, my name is Caitlin, and I would absolutely love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below and go ahead and join us and hang out here with us for the time being. We would love to have you here. I do lots of really fun things that you might not find in other places. I do regular shopping vlogs, so once a week when it's release time. Sometimes I'll do them a week straight. This next upcoming December, so December 2022, I plan to do an entire month of shopping vlogs. So if planner shopping is your jam, my channel will be a great fit for you. I also do plan with me's, and I'd like to do planner setups and hauls, and I do lots of fun things over here. So I hope that you will stay. And then also please give the video a like. Go ahead and comment just a classic smiley face emoji down below. So thank you in advance for doing that. If you made it all the way to the end, that'll let me know that you made it all the way here. And then if you'd like to find me in other places, thank you already to those of you who have come over and followed me on Instagram. It's so cool to connect with you there as well. But you can also find me at creatinginchaos_official, and it would make my day if you came over and followed me there too. So please go ahead and do that. And then you can also find me over on the Spice Chaos podcast. We just dropped an episode with Elena from the Organized Money. That was such a fun episode, and we have so many more amazing guests coming up. This next week it'll just be Leanne and I chatting, which is also so much fun. So hang out there with us. That would be awesome. And then if you still can't get enough and you'd like to find me in other places, you can go ahead and find me over on my Patreon. My Patreon tiers range from $1 all the way up to $100. So you can go ahead and join at any tier and check out all of the different perks that you get over there. And then if you would like to also, you can use any of my affiliate links down below when you shop. And you can also use the link below to buy me a coffee, which is basically a service to tip your favorite creator. So thank you in advance for listening to my end of video rant and ramble and all of those good things. But I hope you have a fantastic day. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.